Exploring Keynote, Animation, Motion to Path. In this part of the video, you will explore on how to animate an object by creating a motion path and how can you actually change the settings for your animation. Without further ado, let's begin. Animation, motion to path. In this part of the video, I'm going to animate the cross section of a cylinder. So first, let me go to the plus sign. I'm going to create a cylinder. Okay, and then when existing objects in the library are made out of different parts, you can actually break them up. So I'll go to Format, Arrange, and look for Break Apart. So you notice that the circular base of the cylinder is now a different portion, okay, separated from the cylinder body itself. So this is the part that I would like the object to move. So usually the object that you want to move, we will create a copy of the object. I'll tap on this and the two bars will appear. I'll choose copy and then I'll paste. Probably I'll choose this, go to the format button, style, I choose a different color. You can also go to the fill color to look for more colors over here. Whichever, you can choose your colors from the existing colors that's available. And I can also change the opacity of the object that I want. Okay, and if I wanted to animate it for movement, I'll put it in place because I want to move it while the cross section cuts across, it will move downwards together, right? And then maybe I'll just create another plane. I'll go to the plus sign that cuts through the cylinder itself. So maybe I'll create a parallelogram that as a plane to cut through the cylinder. In this case, I'm going to fill this with a blue color. I should choose Arrange and I'll choose it to be slightly in front behind the circle itself. Let me choose the opacity. I'll change the opacity of my cross section. Now I can choose the circle, tap on the parallelogram itself. So now I have selected my multiple objects, right? Tapping on my objects, I can click group because I want these two planes to move, these two objects to move together at the same time. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add motion to path. I'll tap on the object that I have grouped again. As you can see the word animate over here. Okay, select animate, add action. Okay, I click an action. Now there are different types of animation that's available. What I shall do for this portion, I'll just choose create to path. You notice that the object that you want to move around or whichever has a red color border and with a red dot as the starting point of the object. So what I can do, I'm going to make it go down using my Apple pencil and then go up again. Okay, but you notice my line is not, they will animate for me, but mine is not drawn very clearly. I can clear it and then I redraw it again. Okay, and then it will animate. So then I'll click done. Right now, so you notice that this object here already has a motion to path. But if you notice, if I were to go to the blue color bar over here, I can actually preview my animation. So right, click on the start button, it will move. Alright, so I've created a cross section, animated a cross section of my animation itself. So now let's say, for example, I find that this is a little bit too fast for me. How can I do to adjust the settings? So I can tap on motion to path over here while my objects are being selected. And you notice there's this duration. You can increase the speed. So I should increase the time a little bit. Alright, so and to move it. Okay, and you notice that you will move a little bit slower now. Okay, and of course we can have it to start automatically. In this case, I'll just look at the start button on tab. I can choose right after transition. So that means the moment I change to this slide, it will move on its own automatically without having me to tap on the animation. Right, so this is creating an animation through motion to path. Now let's say I want to save this as this animation as a animated GIF and then use it recurringly in the future. Okay, let me click done. Right, so selecting the slide itself, right, the slide, this is the slide that contains the animation of the picture, that's motion to path, and I go to the three dots over here for more. Okay, choosing the three dots, there's this export function. So if I go to the export function and I select animated GIF, right, so this is my animated GIF. Down here there are different qualities of the animation GIF that you want, right? So either you can choose a medium for a smaller file or a large one for a clearer picture. And slide range, you choose the slide that carries with the animation that you want. So in this case, my slide is just slide 5, right? Of course, if you have a series of slides that you want to export as the animated GIF, okay, you can also export a series of slides. So in this case, I'll just click export. It will run. Right, so this is the animation. And then if I were to go to share and save my image, okay, it will become a saved image in my photo gallery. Going to our photo gallery, you will be able to see your pictures in the photo gallery and the animated GIF will be saved there. And as you can see, it's an animated GIF that will keep on repeating itself.